Ooh.
The piano was another thing I wanted to show here, and it is in the same session. So I'll do the same thing. I'll play it in context, and then we can break down its origins. So now on its own, it is this lovely guy.
Ooh.
So I love this. I use this piano on all sorts of stuff. There's a lower chords happening in it too here. Actually, no, it's all high.
There's a really interesting, like, attack thing on that. Like, it's not a tack piano, but it's also not just a regular piano. I guess maybe we'll probably be getting into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But so let's see here. As you can see, this is another instance of Polar, but I'm gonna bypass the other stuff so we can hear where it started out. And I'm also gonna there's an echo boy on this on the end, but that's not the most interesting thing going on. But yeah, so on its own, it's probably gonna be really high. And I have this on the subdued character, which I've come to really love.
Oh, that thing is so great, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I even, and not in this one, but in a recent beat, I realized you can automate this character knob, which can lead to some like truly crazy stuff.
Interesting. Now, but there's usually there's sort of an audible moment before the. Yeah. Oh, but it's cool. Oh.
Right? Like it's pretty cool. I just feel like in this era of there's a lot of people doing, various like tape warp ways to mess up a piano sample.
Right.
I discovered that and I was like, ooh, like this can do some this is making some weird artifacts. Like this is pretty cool.
I love that. That's the kind of thing that and I have to I'm going to mention this because I'm sort of trying to articulate this for anyone else out there that might think like me. I would hear that it takes, whatever it is, 100 milliseconds to switch from one subdued to other subdued settings. I would just go, oh, well then, okay, I can't do that while audio is going through it because who wants that? And the answer is, we want that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, well, and you're automating it. You're not like leaving it up to chance where it's going to go.
Right.
And I think like the beats that I've done that in, it's been very much a like kind of like feeling out what feels good, editing a few of the areas where you're maybe losing it too much, but there can be just like really anytime I think you can create a moment where people are like, wait, what am I hearing?
Yes.
Is really exciting, and I think that's a great way to do
you're getting sort of that the stutter element of it, the switch at the same time you're getting sort of that, I don't know what you would call it. It's not a four-man shift to the piano, but it's that character shift.
Right, and that's what makes it so cool. Is it's not a four-man shift, but it's doing a similar thing.
Yeah. Night Shift in the comments says, "Ooh, gonna borrow that one." Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
I love that they built it in. So many VSTs would not let you automate a knob like that. I feel like that would just be like a part of the like patch selection, and that's not a like automation knob parameter.
Exactly.
But it was a really cool discovery when I figured that out. So the other main thing I'm doing in Radical Piano is in the mechanics section where I have turned all of them up.
And that is the tack quality that I'm hearing in the final sound.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah.
Kind of, if I take it away, it's so gentle.
You're getting on the up like and the down, yeah. I mean, it actually sounds in some ways. I'm getting flashbacks to like when I was in school getting my audio tech degree. Like if you really, really mic'd a piano, you did a terrible job of miking a piano. You picked up all the wrong qualities, and it's like that. It's like you're accentuating the things I think that a purist would try and mitigate, and you're doing it for the better. I think it's really bringing in a nice. Yeah, character.
Totally. So yeah, then we throw just a Valhalla vintage verb on it. I can show the settings briefly, but it's nothing too crazy.
Sure.
It's like a nice long concert hall situation.
Okay. Yeah, just a shimmer.
just a shimmer that makes it really pretty. And then to me, the real secret sauce is again Polar. And in this case, we've got it shifted down an octave on both shifters and panned hard left and right. And this gives it the character that I love.
Wow. That
and
is...
there's this like softness to it that even when it's up high is still there. And I think in this instance we can actually quickly look at what this would be like if I just shifted it down 12.
Oh yeah, right, of course.
Playing it in, yeah.
Sounds like a piano, yeah.
Yeah.
And
sounds
do it
like
again?
a normal piano. Yeah, la la la.
Wow.
There's a real different character to it.
And it's so different.
It's an instrument I use everywhere, and I can just quickly... Like, it's...
Wow. That is
an
cool.
instrument that you get that really nice character. I recently got Keyscape, and I still use this piano.
I'll tell you, I actually don't exaggerate when I say I literally got chills from that. There is a musician, a mentor of mine that he has this expression that he said to me once that really stuck with me, where he said, "Music is a place." And you sort of puzzle over that for a second. You do realize that, like, music can take you to a place when done right. It really, music is not just it's not a sound. It can be a feeling, but music can be a place. And I feel like this is such a classic. Like, that piano is a place. Like, that's when you add that quality to it, and I'm seeing a whole. I mean, really, it's almost a synesthesia type of imagery that starts popping up. That is really neat. And I'm not alone in saying that. W says, "Oh my God, this sounds good."
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, and now as you can see, it's saved as a combinator, and I open it up on pretty much everything I work on these days.
That is awesome. That is really awesome. Another comment. Just another person coming to realize Polar is an underrated device. I think I agree. How much you can change sounds if you pull it through Polar? Nice. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see. We'll start. All of us, and after we're done this live stream, let's all just go into Reason, pop open Polar, and see what we can do with it. Because my God.
Yeah. Well, and as you can hear, like when I'm doing this, like, there aren't a lot of pitch shifters where you can throw polyphony at them. Like.
Right.
Like, I'm playing full chords that are going through that and getting fully pitch shifted down.
Absolutely.
And I feel like there aren't a lot of devices that can do that cleanly, like, and not just like you do it and then you transpose it.
Yes.
And I think I love being able to play through that and generate ideas that way.
Yeah. And so and the one thing I heard you mention, but I don't know if I fully appreciate it yet, is that you're running each pitch shifter and then you're panning them in stereo to sort of, is it creating a kind of widening effect that's different than if you weren't using both?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot like kind of what I did in Down, but now doing it in Polar instead of doing it manually. But yeah, let's see. So that's on its own, and if I take this off,
wow,
it's still cool. But
it's still cool, but it's sort of like with the single one, it feels very directional in its placement, when you turn that second one on, it kind of becomes all enveloping within the music. Yeah.
Yes, which is again what I always want. And I think I am a very kind of like drums in the center, instruments on the sides type of producer.
Cool.
So it just sets me up without needing to do much more widening or anything to get the piano to the place I want it to be.
Well, that is awesome. That is just super awesome.